So, something came in the mail. Today's February 25th. I don't know what time exactly, around 2 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon here in Los Angeles, California. I'm just having a nice cup of coffee here. Something just came in the mail uh, earlier today. I'm gonna try to make a quick video and try to make a quick unpacking. Okay, so I got something from Walmart here. Easter egg for you toy collectors there. I'm sure I'm not the only one who checks out Walmart stuff. So I'm just gonna do a quick unboxing. Cut it up. I really should be working, but nothing's happening at work today, so I thought I'd share this with you guys on my toy collector vlog. I didn't realize Walmart had different sellers, and they're kind of like a different version of Amazon here. Alright, can you see what I got? It's a decent packing. I'm not a stickler for boxes so much, but this has some wear and tear on it, but that's okay. I'm not that type of collector. I do collect boxes, but I'm not particular. Alright, this could definitely use a better package. It's probably been opened before, but I don't care. This is an old figure. It's been around for a while. Introducing King Grayskull from the Netflix series Masters of the Universe Revelation. This is not the first time that King Grayskull has been seen in animation canon. It's actually been he's actually been they showed him in the old Masters of the Universe from 2002, or otherwise known as 2000X. What else can I say? He's a ancestor of Prince Adam, and the first champion to ever channel the power. You know, he was the first master of the universe, I suppose. Now, the clips are still there. I'm still gonna have to cut them open. There's an alternate head. Let's get that out. Let's yank it out. There's really no way you're gonna damage the blister pack either way. And there's the shield. Okay, we're gonna have to have surgery here. Be careful that I don't cut the cape. I hope you like the music that I have in the background. Make sure that it's not copyrighted so we don't get a copyright strike. I'm just your average guy trying to live day to day. And just trying to be happy. And to me, toy collecting is a little bit of like, you know, kind of like reconstructing your memories. And although the Netflix series is fairly recent, the brand or the intellectual property, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, has been around since the 80s. I'm not doing a very good job here. I'm gonna have to destroy this, rip it apart. There's the shield. And the original King Grayskull from the 2000X line was nearly identical to He-Man, meaning they changed him up a bit. They changed the race, and I'm not bothered by that. But you know, for variety's sake, maybe you could do that. But if you have the intent of just inclusion, and it's highly improbable that somebody like me, for example, would have a white or black ancestor. Now, while that's not nearly impossible, it's highly improbable. And just doing that for the sake of inclusion is, you know, there's no story content involved. It doesn't help the story. Doesn't contribute to the story. Now, what I like about this is that the power swords are represented as separate, like what they do in the Revelation plot line. See, spoiler alert. The two, you know, the power sword got split into two. It was a situation where it meant that the universe was going to end at that very those last few seconds. And He-Man, in his own way, sacrificed his life and ended up dividing the two swords, and it ended up you know, it had a lot of repercussions. And on the first episode of Masterverse Revelations, He-Man got killed, and that's where the story begins. Afterlife, Preternia. I don't know why they call it Preternia, because pre means before, but I'm not gonna argue. I'm not a showrunner, I'm not a writer, but I just thought that was kind of curious. I'm gonna cut some of the clips here. Trying to make sure I don't cut the cape. Now the cape is cloth or soft goods, as they say in the toy collector world, the toy collector culture. In this light, it doesn't show much, but you know, it seems like a good figure here. And I won't be able to bring out any other figures for comparison. I'm a little bit lazy today. I had kept all my toys away. Oh shit. Good thing this video is not going to be uploaded as appropriate for kids. snap the hand away. Oh. It's a soft goods wired kit, as they say in toy collecting culture. Just want to take this out. And we're going to take that away. I would have loved it if the box was intact, but this seller is clearly not collector orientated. Okay. Let's see what they're trying to do here. Okay. So, clearly King Grayskull is Jamaican because he had the dreadlocks and he's black. What are you gonna say? Just because he's got dreadlocks, that means he's Jamaican? No, he's just, you know, that's the best way to describe him. He's not, definitely not African American, you know. Which, yeah, just to mention, I don't know which factions, but you know, I'm sure there are people who didn't enjoy that they made Masters of the Universe Revelation kind of woke because they had to change race, you know, and yeah, a lot of people just didn't like some of the race choices. I'm not saying that black people are evil. They're not. They're not inherently evil. Because King Grayskull is black and supposed to be heroic, right? Maybe that's where we can begin. What I like about this is the accessories are tight. I don't want to deal with that right now, but look at that. Okay, put him up for close up. It looks like show enough, doesn't he? Show enough. And it doesn't have the H like the one that they had in Revelation. But I like the fact that you could we have a King Grayskull. And I wanted to get this before it gets expensive. I believe I had it for, I think, $12. I wonder why. Because, you know, Andra, the other black character in the show, she's $11 too. I wonder if it has anything to do with race. Is that how America is evil? Why are we discussing this in a toy collecting vlog? Why? Alright. Let's put it in front of Classics Castle Grayskull, shall we? Not much space here. Okay. Looks massive. Hi, sorceress. You and I are gonna have some words. Because I like white chicks. That's what King Grayskull said. Look at that. I'm liking how this is progressing there. Okay, I'm treating this pretty much like a live video. Yeah, I'm trying to grab as much Masterverse characters or action figures that interest me, or at least, you know, I'm fascinated by. I'm fascinated by a lot of the details and the variation in height, because yeah, the old line from the 80s, it's pretty much all similar body sculpt. They just changed the accessories, changed the head sculpt, and we got different figures. But here's King Grayskull. So the power does not come from Grayskull in itself, meaning he's not a god. It comes from the universe. You know, some kind of happenstance was, you know, they were able to harness the power, the universe, and convey it to one single person. And apparently anybody can harness it, according to Revelations. You're not chosen. You just have to have the sword. You know, well, Prince Adam was the chosen one, and pretty much maybe King Grayskull was the chosen one, because, you know, it was revealed that Adam can call upon the power of, you know, to become master of the universe without using the sword. And spoiler alert, you're gonna have to watch the series, and whether you like it or not, I enjoyed it for the most part. You know, I'm excited for the new movie. I'm sure King Grayskull won't even be shown or mentioned. Maybe he might be mentioned, I don't know, but it's a He-Man show, okay? And later on, maybe I can make a comparison video between some of the Masterverse characters. But we're waiting on some more deliveries, and I'm excited for them to happen soon, okay? So here you go, King Grayskull in the plastic flesh. Alright, see you in the next one, guys. Like and subscribe. Promise to make better videos. Later. Bye.